Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Kelly Chambers. I know I haven't really been able to introduce myself one-on-one to every single person here today in the webinar. I wish I could. But the great part is we're all able to be here today virtually, which is wonderful. I am in our local headquarters here in Middletown, Connecticut. I am one of the regional directors for the product organization with Globe Life. I am super excited to be able to pour into all of you today to give you a little insight about our company, the position, the ins and outs, and really be able to go through the interview process with you in depth. Now, I won't take too much of your time today, but I just want to kind of give you guys a little overview on what to expect and what we're going to be going through. So just to kind of give you a little overview, I'll give you a history of the company as a whole. We'll go through the marketing, how we receive our clientele, compensation, leadership track, as well as our philanthropy. But the main thing that I wanted to make sure is that you guys are all just taking really good notes as you go through. From here, we are going to be looking to make a final hiring decision. So pay attention to all these. I won't take up too much of your time today, but you'll see here just the things that we're going to be going through, which are really, really important. Starting off with our parent company, Globe Life. So we have $219 billion of life insurance coverage in force. And this, again, it was as of 2021. With over 16 million policyholders, Globe Life has more policyholders than any other insurance company in the country. Guys, this is so, so important. I know you've heard of a lot of other insurance companies out there. We are protecting more families, which is really important, to us and our culture and really what we represent. All right. So I know you guys see some really familiar faces here. One of the really cool parts that we partner with some major sporting organizations, such as the FC Dallas Soccer Club, the Texas Rangers Major League Baseball team, who actually named their stadium after us. You can see that right there. Globe Life Field, which is incredible, as well as the Dallas Cowboys. Even if you're not the biggest sports fan, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. When you hear Dallas Cowboys, you know who they are. And that's really brand recognition for us. They actually only have 12 corporate sponsors, which include Miller Lite, Frito-Lay, and then, of course, us, Globe Life. So I just wanted to share this with you so you guys have an understanding, too, of the strength as well as the stability that come with our brand, which is super, super important in the marketing process. So you saw a few different names, right? Again, American Income Life. These are the benefits that we offer to the families. This is the company that we work for, our parent company. But I just want to share a little bit of information just to add to any gaps that you have. So we were founded in 1951 by a gentleman named Bernard Rappaport. He actually started our company with a passion for serving America's middle working class families. At the time, there really wasn't a lot out there for the middle working class, as a lot of the financial products were geared towards the wealthy. We are founded as the only 100% union labeled benefits provider in the world. So when I say unions, that means cops, firefighters, teachers, construction workers, the men and women that have built the country up to what it is today and really is the backbone of America. Mr. Rappaport retired in the mid-90s, and that's where we were acquired by our parent company, Globe Life, which you keep hearing a lot about. You actually see our ticker symbol there on the screen. We're a Fortune 500 company, Forbes Platinum company, and Warren Buffett, I'm sure you guys have all heard his name, right? He is actually our third largest investor through Berkshire, and they own over 6 million shares of stock. We were rated the 9th largest insurance company in the world by Forbes magazine. The Hartford Courant names our organization here at the Prada organization a top workplace in Connecticut, now 8 years consecutively. We are throughout the U.S., and we have physical offices in all 50 states, internationally as far as New Zealand, which is really cool. But majority of our work now is done primarily via Zoom and remotely, which is actually how I'm able to connect with all of you today, which is great. So what you see on your screen here, this is the company's overall global growth numbers that we've looked at over the last 10, 15 years. And one of the things that I really love about the insurance industry is that it's virtually recession and depression proof. I don't think anything has proven this more than what we all saw back in 2020. Right? There was nothing that really could have prepared us for this, but we saw over 40 million Americans apply for unemployment benefits, nearly 100,000 companies forced to shut down their doors. We as a company have been blessed not only just to make it through that year and that pandemic, but also thrive. 2020 was actually our company's best year at the time. 2021, we followed up with an even better year. And as of July of 2022, we were up 12% year to date and have had the best year yet. So during this time, we never encountered one layoff. We didn't have any furloughs or downsizing of any kind. We were still hiring and growing. We've been able to switch our business model up overnight to be able to work, from usually doing these things face to face, actually being able to meet with our clients virtually, just like I'm here now, from the safety of our own homes, which has been an incredible opportunity for us. One of the things I really want to mention to you guys is right now we are actively and aggressively looking for leaders. We're looking for motivators. We're looking for people who want a long-term career here with growth. We base ourselves on growth. And if we can help the men and women who are part of our organization grow personally and professionally, we know as an agency and as an organization, we're going to grow together. So I'm going to walk you through the career track a little bit later on and show you the unlimited opportunities here at the Prada organization, but just kind of have an idea of what we're looking for in our next candidate. So we work with over 30,000 groups in the US, and that includes like unions, labor unions, private association groups, veterans. We do military groups as well. And one of the reasons that these organizations choose to partner with us is our financial stability. So we have earned the A+ superior rating from AM Best Company, which is the most well-known insurance rating company, and it is the highest rating a company in our industry can receive. When I was first introduced to the agency, to the company and this organization as a whole, one of the main things that stood out to me was our marketing process. So the way that we obtain our clientele is super important. It is a 4-step process that I'm going to walk you guys through. The first one revolves around our PR team or our public relations. They actually act as a liaison between our organization, our agency, and the organizations that we protect and those members. So that might include like the president of a labor union or the CEO of a business entity or a credit union. Just to start off, we are all members of the OPEIU Local 277. That stands for the Office and Professional Employees International Union. 2021 Fortune magazine actually named us the 4th fastest growing union in the US. So our PR representatives, they will get in contact with the decision maker of each of these groups, whether it's a labor union, a credit union, an association. And once the contract is in place, the group is going to mail out a letter to all of the members who are part of that group on that group's letterhead, right? So whatever union they're a part of, it's going to say their name right at the top of that form that you see there. It's going to be endorsed by the president or the leader of that organization with a signature at the bottom. And that letter is introducing and endorsing our company to all members, explaining how we can help them, and explains explicitly the benefits that we are going to offer those families. Now, the great part is only the members who send back one of these cards, these little response cards that you see on your screen here, only the members who send one of these back are the people that we call and we help deliver those benefits to. Okay, so this is how we obtain our clientele right here. Is on your screen, you see those response cards. They're going to fill out their name, their address, it has a spot for their phone number. It even has, the contact, date of birth, address, and who they want to name as their beneficiary, which is super important. So they'll send back that information that they are interested in those benefits. And when they respond, that's when it comes to us. So that at that point, we are going to call, we'll, confirm their information on there and set up an appointment virtually to be able to go through these benefits with them. So why is that, so important for us? Because it takes away the need for our agents to have to go out and find clients. And once those resources have been collected to our local agency, they're just given to our sales force for us to call and set up those appointments with them. So it's only people who have explicitly expressed interest in those benefits that we're getting in contact with. So I'm going to go into a little bit once we receive those cards, kind of how that presentation goes and the benefits that we're offering to the families. So this is just a small sample of information that we would be going through, on a day-to-day basis with an average client of ours. We've got 2 jobs here. Current job, you see the $687 per week. That's because the average client of ours that we work with is making around $17 an hour. So if they're working around, let's say 40 hours a week, which is average, their paycheck will be around $687 for the week. Now on the right side, you see their enhanced job. okay, or enhanced career at $670 per week. So what we're saying is we're not asking anyone to make any less money, right? We're not asking them to work less hours. The Hour Power program basically means that if we take 1 hour of work aside just to make sure your family is protected, that'd be around $65 to $75 over the course of the month, and around $15 to $20 a week. You would be able to cover your family's funeral costs or final expenses. Your income would be protected up to 5 years. Your mortgage would be assured, and your kids' college education would be protected up to $100,000 per child. All right. So I know it says at the bottom, is your family worth 1 hour of your week? And that's really the question that we have to ask to the families. They're asking for our help, and these are the benefits that we're able to offer them at a great price. So I just want you guys to ask yourselves, right? So if you were to meet with 10 families over the course of a week, right? So that's our average number, is 10 families that we're meeting with. Of those, now granted, you're licensed, you're trained, you know what you're doing. How many do you think are going to say yes to this program? So this leads me to the next part, which is the compensation. And I'm sure your partner at home, your support system, anyone you make decisions with is going to have a lot of questions on this one too. So again, make sure you guys are, taking good notes as I go through. And then also you'll have any questions that you have during that one-on-one. If we do choose to move forward with you, you're able to, kind of go through your notes and make sure that we hit on everything when we go to make our final decision. Just please keep in mind, as I go through this, I'm going to be using the averages of the men and women here from 2022. This is not because I think you guys are average by any means. I hope that you're all exceptional and above average. But I just really want to keep the most fair numbers. I also want you guys to look at it as we're looking at a performance-based. Everything that I'm going through is super attainable. Okay, perfect. So on the last slide, I asked you guys a good question, right? Of those 10, how many do you think is going to enroll in the program? Guess what? Only 3 is our expectation for you, right? Now, again, my expectation for you, I hope, is more, and I hope it is for you as well. But as far as just the average, if you wanted to maintain on these average numbers that I'm going to be going through with you, only 3 people per week need to enroll in these benefits. That's it, into the Hour Power program. Now, the average sale size that you see on here is around $800 of annualized life premium, or ALP. So you'll hear that a lot today. It's just the annual, right? What they would be paying for the year. And then 3 sales a week would put us at around $2,400 of total ALP for the week. So that's the numbers we're going to be going on. So now we get paid 3 ways that you see here on the screen, right? And the first 2 are here, which are the weekly pay. So through the company's performance-based compensation program, we get paid every Friday, right? We get paid an advance and a weekly bonus from the work that we did the week and during that week. That following Friday, on average, our employees received a weekly advance. You see here, $936, and a weekly bonus of around $330, meaning the average weekly earnings was $1,266, and that equates to around $65,832 annually. Now, you do see that there's additional numbers here that are a little higher than the average, as again, I hope most of you strive to be above average, right? We don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, can't wait to be average, right? We got definitely more, the latter side of this is where I hope you all fall and have the opportunity to as well. And just to show you, here is the annual incomes from 2022. As you see, a lot of our employees are on the latter side of that chart as well. So you see almost 1,000 agents earning over a 6-figure income, and you can see making all the way up to $1 million, and I see more than that. So this definitely is something, again, where we're looking for someone who's hardworking, who's diligent, self-motivated as we're moving over into this virtual world, who are able to really make the most of the situation and help as many working families as we can. All right, so I did say, right, that we were paid 3 different ways. Okay, so this is actually the third way, and this is my personal favorite, most people's favorite actually. And the reason that most of us actually even chose this career, it's called residual income or renewals. It's one of the best kept secrets in the financial industry. I'm going to walk you through how this works. So the concept of renewals or residual income works the same way that like royalties do in the music industry. Let's say Rihanna puts out a song. She's going to get paid on, that song release, that album. But every single time that the radio station plays her song, she also gets what's called royalties. So it's very similar to the way that we get paid as well. When we go ahead and we sign up a client, right, we get paid on that Friday. But we also get another check on the 13th business day of every single month following for the work that we did previously and the families that we signed up already. Because of the quality and the retention of our business, most of our representatives that work for our organization are collecting their first residual check in their first 4 to 6 months of working with our company. So these may start out small, but they're going to snowball as well. And they're going to continue to grow and grow over time. You see at the bottom here, we have a 10-year vesting program, which means that each year we are actually 10% vested in our own company, right? First year, 10%, then 20, then 30. If we're here 10 years, we have the option to retire with what's called lifetime renewals. So I'll think about that after 10 years, lifetime renewals. And that's regardless of age, and you'll still receive, right, that residual income on a monthly basis even after. Now, the cool part is the lifetime renewals, right? Not only just the lifetime of that policy. So what that would mean, like, let's say something happened to me, my husband would receive my renewals on a monthly basis, even if I'm not there to receive them. Now, again, God forbid something happens to him. It doesn't just stop there. That would then go to our children and so on and so forth. So no matter what, those residuals are paid out for a lifetime. So for me, this was actually really what solidified my decision, to move on with this company and to join this organization, because to me, it was just such a simple way to create generational wealth, which was so important to me at the beginning of my career. And here is a chart just of the earned premium revenues for Globe Life companies from 1993 to 2021. So you have an idea. Now, I did tell you we're going to go through the leadership career track and show you those opportunities that we have in place, as well as the levels that we would be looking for you to strive for. So the great part about our business model is that we all start as an individual producer. So we start at that entry level position. That means that the CEO of our company, the SGA of our local office, Villa Prada here, and everyone on our leadership team, we all started out at the same spot. The great part about that, for me, was that I know that you're never going to be told to do something that your leader isn't willing to do or hasn't done themselves already, right? They're speaking from a place of experience, no matter what. Now, once you've mastered that individual producer, you're going to have the opportunity to move up to what's called a supervising agent, right? At a supervising agent is where you're able to be trusted the privilege of providing training for new and existing team members. And once that supervisor role, the men and women can work their way through the career track that you see here as a general agent, master general agent, as well as regional general agent. The best part, it has nothing to do with anyone else at the same level as you or anyone above you. Meaning you don't have to wait for someone to retire or pass away in order to receive the next promotion. And there's not just one opportunity available. Opportunity is the same for every single person coming into this business. So if leadership is something that you're looking for from the get-go, we can actually set that up with you to make sure that you're hitting those and get to, that next step within your career path that you're looking for as quickly and as efficiently as possible. I've actually, like I told you, I've been with the company for around 10 years. I saw my first promotion with this company in my second month at the Prada organization to a supervisor role. I then moved up, to GA. I've been master general agent for like 5-6 years now and a regional general agent for the last 3. And you can, again, move up as quickly as you'd like. It really just depends on, what you're putting into this. Depends on you. Let's look into a little bit about the culture of our company and our organization. So you see a lot of fun pictures here. We are a work hard, play hard environment. We love to give back to our employees. And as an employee myself, you just feel super appreciated for the work that you're putting in every day when you have such great incentives like this. So we have something that's called convention. It's an annual event. So each and every year, the company provides a trip to, you see some of the places we've been here, such as Vegas, Cancun. We've been to Vegas, been to Paris, Puerto Rico, Alaska. There's been so many different places that we've been to, and it's all on the company's expense. You bring a +1. And it's just fun. You really get to be, again, appreciated for the work that you put in throughout the year. You get to network from people from all over the company, and we get to hang out together. And as, just an organization here, I can only, speak for us, for the Prada organization. We love each other. We have so much fun. We all know each other's families, and, we get together. You see us on, our catamaran here in Cancun. And it's a lot of fun to get together as a team, let your hair down a little bit, and be appreciated for the work that you do each and every day, helping out these working families. You see at the bottom here, which is Hawaii. That's our 2024 destination. And that is just bigger and better each and every year. Hawaii, we just can't wait for. So if you are chosen for that one-on-one, make sure you also get your passports ready, because you don't want to miss out on that. Another super, super important thing for us is giving back to the communities that we work and service in. And our founder, Bernard Rappaport, and his wife, Audra, are huge philanthropists. They actually made and they started this foundation called Make Tomorrow Better. It focuses on the underserved youth and families, mostly the low income and struggling individuals and seniors in our communities. And promotes health and wellness. You see a few pictures of our local office, again, here at the Prada organization. We have delivered turkeys to families in need during the holidays. We have sponsored Seeing Eye Dogs for the blind. We've done food drives, and we've accompanied fellow striking union members during those times that they are striking. There's a few things that we need in order to do the job that we do. The first, we all have to be licensed by the state in order to meet with and enroll the clients requesting our benefits. Please do not worry if you are not already licensed. When I first started, I wasn't licensed either, so it's not something that we would require. That's something, if we did, again, choose to move forward with you for that one-on-one, we'll go into a lot more depth, show you, the licensing program, how it all works. We'll invest our time and energy into you to make sure that you are successful in it. So it is not a hard process by any means, so please don't get caught up on that fact. The next one, which, I'm sure most of you already have, as we know, we're moving over into this virtual world in 2023, is a smartphone or a laptop or a computer that has, Zoom capabilities or a camera to be able to, do virtual presentations. Another thing is, just anyone that we do choose to move forward with, we want you to be coachable. Going into a new career, into a new field, we have so much training and development, and our programs are in place that have been super successful. We just ask that you come in with a great attitude, you're coachable, and, have an entrepreneurial mindset as well, as this, kind of is like your own business, which is a wonderful thing. And when you come in head on with that, you can only be successful. All right. So I know we all got a lot of busy days and things to do today. So we all got to get back included. So let me just explain what the next steps of the interview process are, just so you have an idea of what to expect coming up. It's going to be a pop-up labeled questionnaire or survey on your end. You're going to want to click that. It's going to open a browser for you to fill out that survey that I was referring to in the beginning. Okay. This survey is just going to give us feedback on where your head's at, but also please include in there an up-to-date resume, just so that our hiring team has that information and the most up-to-date that we can when we're making our final decisions. We're going to run through the candidates' resumes, kind of look through your qualifications, and just make sure that we match on both of our ends, that it's a good fit for both of us. And remember, we're going to be looking to make our final hiring decisions following this one-on-one interview. Therefore, if there's anyone that you need to speak with first, run through any of your questions, come prepared to that interview with those, so that we're both able to respect each other's time and make that final decisions following that one-on-one. We appreciate you guys coming here today, learning a little bit more about us. We wish you all the best of luck. We're not hard to find. So if you guys are looking for us, you want a little bit more information, you want to see a little bit more pictures, I know I gave you a few today, but if you want to see some more, please refer to our social media websites. So we are on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn. We also have a 4.9 star review from Google, and that comes from organic Google reviews from our clients. So you actually see a lot of the names and faces of the people that you're going to see one-on-one. As you see here, a lot of our management team is in this photo as well. Please visit our websites, go through, see some pictures, get familiar with the organization as well as our parent company, Globe Life. And I just want to say it has been such a pleasure being able to just really explain a lot more about the company that I've grown to love over the last 10 years. I really can't wait to hear your responses, and I wish all of you the best of luck. Take care.